Hello everyone, it's Ruben here, and today I'm going to talk about the most recommended add-ons for newcomers to the ESO line, or most recommended add-ons in general. So directly right on the top you might already notice two things. You see a minimap, and you also see something with my latency, my armor, my FPS, the time, and my inventory. So first of all, the minimap. The minimap is an add-on called, well, you wouldn't expect it, but it's called Minimap. And basically this add-on gives you a little bit of a mini-map. You can easily zoom in on the map, you can zoom out, and it's just very nice in general if you don't like to constantly check the map. It's not an add-on I use myself, but a lot of people like the add-on. They like it for their immersion, their experience, and just in general when questing. You can also modify the add-on. You can like remove the coordinates on top of it. You can lock the add-on. There is just so much you can do with customizing the add-on. Right now I got it set to being like a round add-on, like round mode, but you can also have like a square model. You can change the size, you can change the position. There is just in general so much that you can change with the add-on to really customize and make it nice for you. So if you like to have like a map while playing, then you can use it. You can also disable it. You can also choose to when to enable it or disable it. For example, when you get into combat, it will automatically go away. You can customize some of the colors and much more. So that is the first add-on. The second add-on that I'm going to talk about is what you can see with my health bar and on the right top. This is an LUI add-on, and this one is called LUI Extended. I personally really like this add-on. It's very customizable. So I will probably do a separate video where I will be going over LUI Extend, because it's just so incredibly much that you can customize. If you will maybe have a hard time with it, you can perhaps go with another LUI. When starting out, it just changes the health bar. But basically what this add-on does is it shows the timers on my abilities. So if you look at my abilities in the bottom, you now see a timer, and that way I can see like when the effects of the abilities go away. And especially for stuff like PvE, PvP, like endgame, where you constantly want to have your buffs up to have the best damage and recovery, it is very useful to have this, because it will be very easy for you to notice when something goes out. Right now I just noticed my restoring focus went away, so I can simply recast it. I notice my rally is almost out, so I can quickly recast my rally, etc. Also on the right top you can have an icon for feeding your horse. How much your armor rating is if you need to repair. The two swords that you see next to the 100% helmet basically indicates when I will need to recharge my weapons, and everything else you need to know as well. How many soul gems I have, what the current time is for me, my FPS, my latency, and the amount of inventory. So this one is called LUI Extended. Personally, I really like an LUI add-on, but that is something that is up to you. And then next, that is very much worth it, is Skyshots and lore books. Now I don't have lore books enabled at the moment, so let me enable that real quick. So Skyshots and lore books basically give you pins that will show you where a Skyshot or a lore book is located. For example, here you can see the lore books, and basically you can collect the lore books, and it's very important to do so in order to level your mage's guild. And you also have Skyshots. Now the white Skyshots basically indicate that I already have them collected, and if they are black, then I don't have them collected yet. So like this one here, you can see this Skyshot is a black icon, I don't have that one collected. This one is like white, and I already have it collected. Now this add-on as well is customizable. You can change like the icons, how it looks like when you already have it collected or when you don't have it collected. Now this is pretty much a must add-on if you are on PC. Like I really do recommend to use lore books and Skyshots, because it is so easy to, when you're walking by somewhere, to miss a Skyshot. But if you have like a mini-map open, or you check your map and you are like, oh well, 50 meters away from me is a Skyshot, I really would go out of my way and collect it, because you can't have too many skill points in this game. Because you can always use it. You can always become a crafter later on, and then you will need quite a lot of skill points. So anything collected extra is really worth it. So really recommend to get those add-ons, and whenever you see that you are near a Skyshot, just go out of your way and get it. Now, I also have some other add-ons that is called Inventory Insight, for example. And Inventory Insight is very nice, especially later on, if you don't know where you left one of your items. So basically here I can enable my inventory scene, and when I go to my inventory, then I can type in like a certain item. So let's say I don't know where I left my experience potion. I have like 10 old characters, so do I want to log in on every other character? Not really. So I type in the name of that potion or item, and then I can see where it is, and it says bank ×1. So now I know I actually put it in the bank. Let's say something else. Let's say like I need my blood spawn. So let's go bloods, and then we see a lot of blood spawn Prolderon. We see blood spawn Visage, bank. This one is actually worn, so this means that I have it equipped at the moment. Bloodspawn Anquos is on Mark of the Corruptor. This one is on the Order, and this one is as well on Mark of the Corruptor. And this way you can really find your items without having to constantly relog. And personally, I really like that add-on because of this. A couple of those are pretty much most add-ons I would recommend when you are starting out. Now I'm going to cover a little bit of add-ons that are when you're getting more advanced into crafting, for example. So if you're getting really into crafting, then the add-ons I would recommend to get later on. Again, those add-ons are not needed when you're starting out in ESO. I really wouldn't recommend to install that many add-ons directly in the beginning. But just when you're starting out with crafting, when you're starting with the daily crafting writs, if you don't know what daily crafting writs are, basically they are daily quests that you have to make a certain item, and as a reward you will gain a nice amount of gold and materials. I will link a guide to crafting writs underneath the description as well. Really recommend checking it out, as it's a great way to earn passive income. But if you want to get started with that, then the add-ons like daily alchemy, daily provisioning, and of course lazy writ crafter are really a must. Like lazy writ crafter will basically automatically craft the item for you when you're walking up to a crafting station without you having to navigate through the items. It will just automatically craft it, and then it will zoom out of the crafting station once you are done. Now there are a couple of add-ons other people like as well. For example, Lost Treasure or map pins. Lost Treasure will give you like an idea where the surveys and stuff can be. Like if you don't want to go through all of that effort, you can use something like Lost Treasure. Map pins is pretty much the same. It does something similar like that as well. And of course you also have like inventory grid, which will change your inventory to more like a grid version. I personally don't like it, but some people really love it. So that is something you will have to check out yourself. But those are my most recommended add-ons for beginners and for crafting. LUI Extended is more than enough for me for PvP as well, and for PvE too. I am not someone who really does like the DPS meeting, because I know the setups that I need to run to just pull my weights. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I just didn't want to make it too long about all the add-ons. I just want to give you a nice idea about the add-ons that are very nice, especially when starting out. Of course, it already looks like I have quite a lot of add-ons, but believe me, it's nothing compared to what some people run. I really like to keep it clean. I don't like to use that many add-ons. So when starting out, someone like LUI Extended, Lore Book, Skyshots, maybe Minimaps, and with that as a beginner, you will already have a very nice setup, and you should be good to go. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and of course the written version is also up there on learneso.net. If you are looking for something like gold guides, grinding guides, PvP builds, PvE builds, crafting, you know, we got all of that on the website as well. And I will be working on a separate video regarding LUI Extended, because like I said, LUI Extended has so many settings. So adding that here as well would be quite long, and could maybe, like, some people aren't too interested in it. So that will be a separate video that I will be working on this week as well. I wish you all a great day. Bye bye. Seeing you in Tamriel. I'm out.